This is a fun one because we got the standard at play here. We have 6 folks with the standard in this race. How do you see that impacting things? And who's your favorite?
So yeah, the six that have the standard are Cole Hocker, Colby Alexander, Henry Wynn, John Gregoric, Cooper Teare, and Yard Nagus. So likely 3 of those 6 are going to make the team. Maybe there's someone who doesn't have the standard to finish as top 3, which will make it interesting, and might have a chance in the world ranking, which we'll talk about literally the day of, and be like, we'll let the people know if
Mm,
they're actually in or not. But my big one here is Cooper Teare. What is going on with Cooper Teare? Because if Cooper
mhm.
Tier's running, I actually think Cooper Tier's the favorite. If Cooper Tier's not running, Cole Hocker's the favorite. So you tell me, is he running? Is Cooper Tier running? And
Yeah.
is he? And do you think he's also the favorite?
A spot on the team hangs in the balance here because I think he's going to be top 3 and almost you could almost pencil him in. I feel that confidently about Tier. Maybe it's because of the uncertainty though, or because of pre Hawker finished ahead of him, and just Hawker is the reigning U.S. champion and went on and ran really well at the Olympics. I went with Hawker as a favorite in this race, a slight favorite over Tier.
I think that win that Hocker had over Tier at Pre's, it's just like a distraction win. It's in the
But
middle of a.
we
It's
can't
just like it's
say
like in a fifth, sixth place area. They're all being pulled along to PBs. It's a different environment. It's not a real like that positioning doesn't really matter. I think Cooper Tier has beaten Hocker every time it matters. Difference between fifth and sixth and pre-mile is like whatever. So
I just think
eh,
we can't lean on the head-to-head record when we want to pick Tier, and then when Hawker goes and does his job and beats him, you're like, it doesn't count. I don't think we can do that. I'm gonna go Hawker. I'm gonna go Hawker in this
was
race.
Hocker did Hocker lead was Hocker leading Tier through 1,500 meters?
Yeah, because remember he was running really well and he got almost blocked. If he did a Benjamin Robert, he would have just busted right through Kipsang and I think it was Kipsang and Chariot there on the home stretch and would have ended up finishing second. So I'm going with Hawker. I'm going with Hawker as the favorite, but
I think we should make a
Tier,
side wager.
you can
We should make a side
sure.
wager. I think Tier wins this race. Are you do you make a side wager and you think Hocker wins it?
Well, okay, but if he scratches, it still counts, right?
Scratches voids the bet. If there's a scratch, bet's voided.
No, I want scratch involved in it because that's helps my odds here.
Huh.
Who's your
All right.
sleeper?
Sleeper.
It's
So
tough to pick a sleeper because only a few people have the standard, so we're kind of decide, all right, who can surprise, but who's actually going to be involved in this race with a chance to go to the World Championships.
I mean, I can give it a couple names. I think Vincent Chieti is a good sleeper pick, but I feel like he shouldn't be called a sleeper because I think he should be considered like a top 3 contender.
Hmm.
I mean, maybe someone like Christian Noble could be a sleeper. He didn't have
Yeah.
that great of a pre-race in the international mile, um, but he has run 3:36. He, has the championship style racing pedigree by dominating D2. Obviously, it's not going to be the same here with USA competition, but maybe Noble is my sleeper. So yeah, I'll go Christian Noble, and if not Noble, Vincent Chieti, who I actually think is going to get fourth, but
Hmm.
I guess that's probably a sleeper if I think you get fourth.
Does Johnny Gregoric count as a sleeper?
See, I don't think so. Like, because you've made it like the Johnny
I know,
Gregorics, the
but
Colby Alexanders, the Sam Preckles, the Josh Thompsons, like they're not sleepers in my mind. It has to be like a new name.
mm. Well, I went with Gregoric. That's what I wrote down. I'll give you a new name though. You want a new name?
Yeah, give me a new
I'm
name.
just I'm gonna name somebody. Hobbs Kessler.
Yeah, I was waiting for that one. Hobbs Kessler. Hobbs Kessler
But
is a good sleeper. No one's talking about him.
I almost I almost think Gregoric's more of a sleeper than Kessler. But Gregor just got second at Portland Track Festival. I don't know. It's hard. You're right. It's hard to find a sleeper in this field. I think we're gonna have the same top three here, but just in a different order. I have Teare. Wait, I have. Oh no, sorry. Hocker, Teare, and then Nagoose, who we have not mentioned much.
Yeah. I have the same, but with Tier winning, Tier, Hocker, Nagoose. Nagoose was basically one result at Portland Track Festival that went from me thinking he's going to get eighth or
Yeah.
ninth to all of a sudden you're making the team. It just took
No,
that
it went
one
from is he gonna be in the
race.
meet? That's what it went
Yeah.
from. Is he gonna be in the meet and be a factor at all to all right, this guy's gonna finish top three. So we're gonna end up with two of the three that we had on the Olympic team last year, is what I think. Listen though, if Tier doesn't run, huge opportunity for folks.
For anyone.
Yeah. This one see like when you look at it and just you're looking at the entries, you're thinking, all right, this is an obvious top three. There's a scenario there where it's just one of the three. There's a chaos scenario definitely here. And it could
Yeah.
involve people getting in there who don't have the standard. Because listen, you could say Tier doesn't run, good possibility. He just runs the 5,000. Although I don't think he's gonna do that. I think he's running the 15. And then there's a good possibility that Nagoose, we haven't seen him do it through rounds this year.
Yeah.
We're basing this on one race. So that could fall apart quickly as well. I don't think so because I feel like he's got it going again and his season was not a normal college season. So I feel confident that Nagoose will get it done, but it's a fragile top three right now that I have.
Yeah. I agree.